Start the special meeting of the Board of Trustees of Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will Counties, held on Tuesday, February 15th, 2022, beginning at 5:33 p.m. in the council chambers. Madam Clerk, you call the roll, please.
Trustee Brady?
Present.
Trustee Brennan?
Present.
Trustee Galante?
Here.
Trustee Mahoney? Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Sullivan?
Here.
President Glass?
Present. Item number 1, Trustee Mueller.
I motion we open a public hearing.
I'll second that.
Thank you. So tonight, we're going to be conducting a public hearing regarding the acquisitions of properties at 6712, 6724, and 6706 North Street. So the Village of Tinley Park, in accordance with Section 20-5-5 of the Eminent Domain Act, intended to engage the Illinois General Assembly to receive approval for the acquisition of the above-named properties. At this time, Madam Clerk, can you call roll for the public hearing?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney? Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Yes, thank you, Trustee Mueller. For the record, Paul O'Grady, Village Attorney, for the public hearing. For everyone's edification, the public purpose of the taking promotes the objectives of the New Bremen redevelopment plan, which includes the development of Harmony Square. The ingress and egress needs of the square, the future expansion of the plaza, and the future commercial and residential mixed-use development to support the proposed square and metro commuters. The downtown redevelopment is anticipated to be a key component of the village's branding initiative. Through Harmony Square and the downtown redevelopment, the Village of Tinley Park aims to create a sense of place and a sense of community in Tinley Park, and to meet the goals of reducing leakage of locally earned money being spent in neighboring communities, increasing the investment in the tax base in Tinley Park, and dramatically increasing visitor spending locally. The redevelopment plan and project within the New Bremen TIF district will provide a comprehensive strategy and guidance for supporting public and private investment to encourage and facilitate. A few of the village's objectives include retain and promote existing businesses, support expansion needs, and facilitate recruitment of new businesses, encourage new private investment to facilitate rehabilitation and new construction of the existing buildings, provide the necessary public infrastructure improvements to serve the RPA, and create an environment that will induce private investment and create employment opportunities for the community and surrounding area. Support beautification efforts through landscaping, community gateway improvements, and enforcement of ordinances regarding weeds, litter, and abandoned vehicles. That ends the public purpose.
Thank you. Trustee Mueller?
I'm not sure what to do next. Do we ask for comments from the board or go straight to public
We
comment?
receive, the B would be
Letter B.
receive comments from the public for anybody that's interested, has a vested interest.
Yep, so we will move on to item B, receive comments from the public regarding the public hearing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Fuentes, or Jim Fuentes, local business person. And first of all, I want to thank you for all you guys do in this room. Giving back, making a difference, making Tinley what it is, and what it's going to be, what it continues to be, and what your vision is. And I love what the attorney just stated. We have been working on this project in my whole duration being in this community, 35 years. Donna knows it, right? We all worked as a team. We worked as a family. We built relationships. We love Tinley Park. We bleed it in our hearts. And I've just brought some little memorabilia. And some of you folks are in these memorabilia discussions, so I'm going to pass some of the stuff around. I was intricately involved in some way, small way, of a group called the Oak Park Avenue Main Street Association. And that group, back in about 96, Donna, believe it or not, where does 25 years go? Huh? Where does 30 years go? Close your eyes, folks. Every day is a blessing. We know that. We're talking about life. Every day is a blessing. We lost a lot of good friends during the last couple years. Anyways, for years and years, we've been constantly looking at plans, looking at ideas. The Brooks Project, right, was brought to the community because we are now known as the town of music. We know that, called Life Amplified. Now, how did we finally get to that point? Mayor Ed, a lot of studies, a lot of consultants, a lot of trustees who've given a lot of their time, said Tinley needs this plaza, known as Harmony Square. Now, why do we need Harmony Square? Because over the years, the Oak Park, yeah, would you mind handing those out? My wife, St. Lois, let's give her a fine hand. St. Lois.
I earn it.
Exactly. She's going to be handing some of these items out. And matter of fact, Donna, you're in one of them. It shows articles of the first block party, the first ever Irish parade, the first ever objective of the downtown, which was a perpetual marketing plan. Our goal with the Oak Park Avenue Main Street was to create businesses that could keep their doors open in some way and every other month have something new and unique in downtown Tinley. And I can't thank you, the village, enough, who also worked synergistically with us, right, to keep these things going. And the block party rocks, doesn't it? But I remember day one when we weren't sure, Donna, and I don't know if you were there or not, and we didn't know who was going to show up. And we're watching people slowly but surely walk in, and all of a sudden we had 2,500 people there at that first block party. And it was fun. And our theme was basically the Jimmy Buffett theme. It really was. So people to get together, know your neighbors, but more importantly, the best part was that the merchants, ladies and gentlemen, were the volunteers. The merchants wrote the checks. The merchants walked in those shoes every day that paid taxes, that owned buildings. So when I worked on the Main Street as one of the prongs in the group, all of a sudden we had several merchants realize how important, not that we wanted to have a different group other than the chamber, we had different shoes that we walked in. We pay taxes, lots of them, and we're continuing to pay taxes. I won't say how much money we just wrote a check out for, but it's substantial. But it's not you guys' fault. We have a problem with the county. And that thing has continued on and on and on and on. It affects our bottom line every day. And you guys know it. Mayor Glotz knows it. Mayor Zabrocki knew it. Mayor Seaman knew it. But somehow we've got to be competitive and keep the doors open for the merchants. So by having these perpetual marketing plans, Donna, which you do every day, and I thank you very much for that, it really helps the merchants in some way. Keeping Ed and Joe's, you know, that whatever that event is, Ed and Joe, especially the Irish parade. How many people are going to have out there? Do you know? Hopefully 30,000 again, Mayor. Yep, the last time we had it was a couple years ago, right prior to the COVID. And close your eyes. I mean, everybody showed up, and the next day, what happened? Boom. They shut everything down. Remember that date? I remember very sincerely in my heart. And I've watched a lot of businesses go out since that time. And I know your goal is to keep businesses open, and that was always the goal of the marketing for the Main Street, Oak Park Avenue Great Group. So as we created these plans, and you can see there's documentation here in front of you, it worked. And the goal was to keep the downtown thriving. And if you go look at the boulevard, thank you very much. I want to commend everybody in here. You give yourselves a fine hand. I mean, you pulled the trigger, baby. You did. I'm serious. Give yourself a hand to get that thing done. How many years we talked about that? And years. Every year I get another year older. Well, we going to do it? Yeah, another year older. Okay. The old $100 million project was supposed to build where the plaza was around. And we thought it was going to happen. LNH. I took my corner. I bought in. I thought I was going to my beautiful State Farm office there, along with my condo above it. I was going to be walking there. That was 2004. Oh, where'd it go? So luckily, we stayed with the thought and the theme and the concept. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we really need, and I know you know this, we need that plaza. I'm serious. That is going to be the place in Tinley Park. You folks out there watching this meeting, everybody's going to they're going to congregate, Mayor Mike. They're all going to congregate 250 days of the year, right? We're going to have musical events. It's going to rock. But I don't want to be in a box by the time this thing happens. Okay? I don't want to say, Mr. Fuentes, another 10 years, Mayor. No, we got to make this thing happen now, as soon as possible. People holding this project up right now. I don't know who's in the room, but they're holding us up. They really are. And we need our attorney and anybody else to realize that every day it goes by, it costs more money to build it. You guys know that. Every day the cost goes up and up. What has inflation done to us in the last year? Oh my goodness, 30%? Go to the store, go buy some food, go to the gas line. It's just continued to escalate. And we could have had this thing done years ago. So I don't know what pressure we can put on these folks, but they need to realize they're affecting our community, our livelihood, our businesses, and the future of this great community known as Tinley Park. So the Oak Park Avenue Group, and I've got some more quick memorabilia for you. I'll pass this around. It was given to me by the Main Street Group. We would literally sponsor all these activities. We were involved. We had skin in the game. And I think the plaza will begin to create that skin in the game, Donna. And I told Trustee Brady, let's put a bow around it. Let's have that real deal where we can get up there and be on the stage and hear great music and enjoy life, because music is in our DNA. I love it, right? Without music, where are we at in life? You go to church, you hear music, you turn your radio on, you hear music, and what do we hear in Tinley Park? I call it the World Theater, also known as what? There's always a different name. Is it the Hollywood Casino? Help me out. Is it still? Okay. We still love them. But bottom line is, look at those folks over there. And I asked years ago, another little, oh, by the way, Jim Fuentes, why aren't those folks coming into downtown Tinley? Why aren't they coming in our community? I know you don't like that, sir. It's hard on the police, okay? I know it's hard on the firefighters, but it does help the merchants. It really does. And I said, that's another marketing area we're missing. We're missing all those dollars. Hope we can get that mental health center going. We can get the convention center going. We can open up our doors. My goodness. We're tired of living in a bubble, aren't we? It's getting old. I have friends of mine that never left their house. Say a prayer for those folks. But we need some normality. We need the Oak Park Avenue Group in some way, if we can help you guys in any way as businesses, you know, to again, get that relationship going. Relationships are what it's all about. I know phase 2 of the boulevard, hopefully we get going this year, right? Hopefully somehow we'll get that plaza going, all those developments, the old central school. It goes on and on. You guys have stuff I don't even know about. But hopefully we can pull the trigger. So, Mr. Attorney, go out there and do your due diligence. All right?
Yes, sir.
Go get them, and let's get Tinley Park where it belongs. Life amplified. Music. And this community rocking the way it belongs. And I want to thank you for at least listening to me. And I thank you for, and my wife does too, for all you guys do. Right? Yes. So I was just going to show you at least some of the little memorabilia of the Oak Park Avenue Main Street and what we did back in the day. And Donna, thank you for all you guys do every day.
And we just wanted to show you that that's where our heart, our money, our time, our business has been for 30 years. So
And every time I'd buy a building on Oak Park Avenue, my wife would say, oh my goodness, you bought another building on Oak Park. Because I believe in this community. I believe in putting my money where my mouth's at. There's Fuentes again. What's he doing? How many of you on his dais own a building on Oak Park Avenue? Try it. See what it costs? I'm not keeping your money. Believe you me. I'm lucky just to get enough rent, seriously, to pay that tax bill. It is that bad, and you know it. It's a fact. And my wife says, well, my goodness. So say a prayer. We can get, right, investment in Tinley, which we love. So God willing, hopefully we'll all be around to celebrate Harmony Square. Okay? All right. I've said enough. God bless you. All right. Thank you for listening.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, Mr. Fuentes. Anyone else? Go ahead.
Any other comments from the public? I'll make a motion to close the public hearing at this time.
I'll second that.
And if you wouldn't mind calling the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Hey, Dennis, when you're done with that, you want to give that back to Mr. Fuentes? Item number 2, receive comments from the public on the special meeting. Anyone care to comment on tonight's agenda item? Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Dick Post, RM Post Realtor. I work with Jim Fuentes. I guess I missed that. I'm so sorry, I was at
No,
another.
you're just in time for the next one.
That's what I hear.
The encore.
We are so excited about what's going to be hopefully happening in downtown Tinley. We think that Jim's location is kind of critical for that development because of its location next to everything. So I'm sure that's what he talked about earlier, but I just wanted to reiterate that from a Realtor standpoint, location, location, location.
Well, if you want, we put these on YouTube so you could watch later, so you could let his wife
my
know,
mask
you could
on.
let his wife know what he missed.
Yeah, we go, right.
If he didn't hit the right points.
Came from another meeting to meeting. It's no fun. Nice seeing you all.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming.
Thanks, Dick.
Anyone else care to make public comment on tonight's meeting? Let the record reflect there are none. I have a motion to adjourn the special board meeting tonight.
So moved?
Is there a second?
Second.
Madam Clerk, you call the roll, please.
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Brennan?
Yes.
Trustee Galante?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. We are adjourned. The committee of the whole will start at in 10 minutes.